92.5. The news that concerns you.
This is Dream 92.5 News.
Hello and welcome to the news at noon on 92.5 Enugu's Dream FM. My name is Alex Obodo. We'll start our news today with a special solutions report. The following special report by 92.5 Enugu's Dream FM on how a recycling firm in the city of Enugu is ridding the city of waste, one household at a time, was produced in partnership with the Nigeria Health Watch through the Solutions Journalism Network, a non-profit organization dedicated to rigorous and compelling reporting about responses to social problems. Nigeria is one of Africa's leading producers of solid waste, generating approximately 32 million tons per year, of which only 20 to 30% gets collected. Solid waste management has appeared to be an issue confronting government agencies in charge of waste disposal in many developing cities of Nigeria, including Enugu, as a result of the growing amount of solid waste generated on a regular basis without commensurate technical and financial handling resource for the agencies. Plastic waste solution, for instance, is a global challenge, with Africa being one of the most affected regions. Nigeria, with a population of over 200 million people, generates an estimated 32 million tons of waste annually, of which plastic waste constitutes a significant portion. The country is among the top 10 plastic waste polluters globally and is in dire need of an effective waste management strategy, particularly in waste recycling. Although there are several recycling initiatives in Nigeria, only a small percentage of plastic waste is recycled. According to the National Bureau of Statistics, less than 10% of plastic waste generated in Nigeria is recycled, with the majority of the waste ending up in landfills or water bodies. This situation exacerbates the already critical waste management challenges, including flooding, soil degradation, and air pollution. And to mitigate the challenges posed by waste disposal and management in Enugu, an organization known as Green Axis NG has taken it upon themselves to rid Enugu of waste, one household at a time. Precious Otubelo is the co-founder of the outfit, and he explains what Green Axis does.
We recover recyclables ranging from corrugated papers, that's what we refer to as cartons. We recover papers, that's exercise books and those in that category, down to plastics, which are the major pollutants in the world. And we also recover some other categories of recyclables like metals, tins, and stuff like that. We recover them from business institutions, from malls, from marketplaces, from households. Then we convert them to our service centers where we process them, where we sort them, then treat them to the much we can. Then we sell to the manufacturing industries where those materials are converted to some other valuable and useful product. So just in a nutshell, we capture value from waste.
Precious Otubelo also highlights how Green Axis manages to coordinate its activities within the Enugu metropolis, bearing in mind the size of the city.
Like at the moment, we just have two hubs that are operating, one in Enugu East, one in Enugu North, one in Transkulu, one here in GRA. So then this area, these facilities, they cover a particular area. So then we operate from them, covering places around our recycling hubs. So then we service households. Then we go out, because people are not very conversant with what recycling is. People do not even know the very correct way to dispose their waste. Some people dispose their way on the go. Some people, when they are done accumulating this pile of trash in their house, they just dispose it in the gutters, waterways, and stuff like that. So we first make it a point of duty to go out there and tell people how they should dispose their waste. Then go ahead to tell them, but if they manage to pack this waste well, segregate them from source, they could also get some incentives from doing that. So once we let this information out, those interested sign up, and then we start either going to recover those materials from them or they bring it to us.
What then are the various categories employed by this organization in waste recycling?
We have the recovery stage, then we have the processing stage. So in the recovery, that's the chain where we are, where we go out there in the field and recover as much as we can of different categories of recyclables. Then we bring it back to our recycling hubs. We sort these materials because, for example, for plastics, we have PET plastics, we have high density plastic, we have low density plastic, we have PVC, we have PP. Now all these materials do not go together. So we have to separate these materials, each for each own, right? And for every other kind of recyclables, we have to sort them into what they are, then package some of them to an extent where we can transport them to the various places where it's being used. Like most packaging, most popular shopping bags, all those black polythenes that are being used in kiosks, they are all recycled materials. They are being made from recycled materials, but people do not know.
He further explains what the Green Access Group hopes to accomplish. That is the problem they intend to solve.
My word is not different from what it has always been. It's very important. We've been hearing a lot about climate change. We've been hearing about ozone depletion. Those things are real. That's the truth. So the whole system is changing and is caused by us. Then aside that, just look around our immediate environment. I mean, we would always appreciate our environment when it's very neat and tidy. We feel more comfortable in a tidy environment. So it's left for each and every one of us to join hands and make our environment tidy by just simply properly disposing our waste. Then if we want to go to we can just ensure that we separate and segregate our waste properly so that it could be easier for those who are in the recycling environment to handle this waste and make the best out of it, to capture value from it.
What challenges are being faced by this recycling outfit in providing the all-important service to the society?
One of the major challenges we have in the recycling work is logistics. You have point A, you have point B. It might be a house and they might just generate small. So figuring a way how to collect all those waste now becomes one of our greatest challenges. But then we're also looking at innovations of how to hack that particular problem. Then on the other hand, then the ability of people to receive the information we are giving to them, to understand the need and also to understand and abide, because you tell people what to do a whole lot of times and they don't stick to it. So you get they look for the easiest route and just to make away with what they want to do. But then just a good number of a handful of people are understanding the need to recycle, are keeping their recyclables, are calling us to come and pick up their recyclables, while others still, use the old-fashioned way. So at the moment, we have very few individuals who have been willing to partner and sponsor us. So, all these things are being funded. Any move you make are being funded. So the very first one we did it on our own. Then we started looking out to get some form of partnership and funding from people, but we've not really been able to do much in that regard. So since 2018, we've been able to do, I think, up to 5 cleanup exercises. Some
residents of Enugu Metropolis spoke on the activities of scavengers and recycling experts.
Okay, my name is Ngwejida Fachimnedum. Well, I think they are doing a good job because if they don't come to collect those things, it's litters everywhere, and burning it is another health hazard on its own. So most of them that collect it, I'm happy that they recycle it, because some of them sell it to soap vendors that do all this liquid soap, and then some also send it back to companies that repurpose those cans and use them for other things. So I think they are really doing good.
Okay, my name is Toto Tukuno Christopher Brown. I think those recycling plastic in the environment helps keep the environment clean. And by recycling it, they will also produce more plastic for industrial use, which will save costs in the Nigerian economy. That's what I think.
My name is Rilwan Lawal. It helps because, some of those things, when you leave them there, you know what happens to them. They decay and they spoil the environment. But then when they pick it up, it's kind of helping us.
According to the United Nations, Africa's demand for plastic materials is projected to increase by 67% by 2030, providing a significant market for recycled plastics. Nigeria can capitalize on this growing demand by investing in advanced recycling technologies, establishing efficient supply chains, and collaborating with global partners to export recycled plastics. And in Enugu State, more recycling organizations are needed to rid the city of ever-increasing mountain of filth. Alex Obodo, Dream FM News.